wonder about this. It's gotta be noise cancellation, I think. You can mute it somehow. Oh, that must be mute. Yeah, that must be noise cancellation. I'm gonna test this out, guys. So let's see what the difference is right now of how it sounds. If you can hear all the sounds around me. And then when I press that, you should be able to not hear any noises around. It should be noise cancel. Welcome to the live, everybody. I don't know how to mute it though. What a mess, man. That's not how you do it. I don't know how to mute it. If you hold it down. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. They didn't really give you instructions, but nor does it tell you if the battery is, but whatever. Welcome to the live, everybody. How y'all doing? Not really quite sure, to be honest. I have to probably do a test with it and record a video or something because I'm assuming that's noise cancellation. The mute, I don't know how to enable the mute. It's not working. But, it's all good. It's all good, y'all. It's all good. So welcome to the live. Tap that like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel, man. It's a beautiful day. God is good. God is great. We're going to have a good conversation today with you all. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for pulling up, taking your time out of your day to be here. And I greatly appreciate it. With that being said, we're going to give it a couple minutes for everyone to join the live stream while I enjoy the sunshine because it is really nice. Tomorrow it's supposed to be really, really cold. I mean, I'm talking in the teens. We're going to be getting potentially. But then later in the week, it's going to be warm. It's going to be in the 60s, man. So. Or at least it's going to get close to the 60s. -6? Damn. Well, it's like, I don't know what it is. Probably in the 20s today. 30s. 35 Fahrenheit right now. And I'll take it because I can feel the sunshine on my skin. So I'll take 35 over -6 any day of the week. But I can tell you this. They're up there like covering the sky, spraying us. There's a lot of condensation trails, if you know what I mean. It is beautiful outside. Because yeah, tomorrow, whoa, where are you located, Jeremy? 35, -35, holy guacamole. Wisconsin? Oh man. So is that like I thought, oh yeah, that's cheese. You're right. Green Bay, right? Green Bay's in Wisconsin, which they call the frozen tundra. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll pass on that one, Jeremy. How long you been living there, man? Put me in a tropical place, man. That's all I gotta be. Put my ass in a tropical place. The Lord woke you up at 3 a.m. and told you to order another Oh my God, you and these Jim Baker buckets, man. I never even heard of those things. Well, good for you, man. I'm glad you obeyed the Lord. Yeah, Green Bay Packers. Have you been there your whole 45 years but want to move south? Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure you want to move south. I don't know about Florida though. Florida is just, man, it's just way too hot. The humidity there is just ridiculous. It's like, I don't even know what it is now, but I lived there for over 20 years. Uh, I'd venture to say you'd probably be better off in like South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, something like that, you know. You still get cool, but it's nothing like that, you know. I mean, I'm in North Carolina right now. One of these days I want to be in Costa Rica though, and travel. Me and Luna traveling the world in our RV from Chicago, but thinking Texas or Arizona. Arizona, hell yeah. Texas gets cold, man, lately. But Texas, man, has a lot of spirituality. Like Austin, I've been hearing Austin is really. I don't know if that's something you're looking for though, but I know that there's a lot of like-minded people in Texas. Yeah, I wanted Texas was a place I was thinking about because it's so much more open there. But then you still kind of get four seasons. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's really weird. It definitely has a lot to do with the manipulation of the so-called weather, so to speak. It definitely has to do with that because, man, you never heard Texas getting cold like it is now, man. I watched some streamers on there that stream in Texas and it's like freezing. Probably even gets colder than North Carolina, where I'm at. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, something ain't right, man. Something ain't right. They're definitely still. And listen, man, I heard what I thought is Trump shut that shit down, and but and he defunded the program. But I mean, maybe like someone's been saying that people I've been hearing have been saying that they still have a lot of money, and until they run out of the money, it ain't gonna stop. So it's definitely happening. I'm going to tell you right now that I see it every day when I go walking at 7 in the morning, and I know what the hell it is, and you can't tell me otherwise. You can't tell me it's conspiracies, and you definitely can't tell me it's condensation, because it's not a regular plane just flying with people on it. It's these tiny little aircrafts that move so slowly, and then all of a sudden, like these thick, dense clouds appear behind them. That's not condensation, man. And that's not a conspiracy theory. But a lot of people will claim it to be condensation. I'm like, really? Well, I see like commercial aircrafts that are so loud that fly like really low, and they have nothing behind them. Yeah, I do. Oh, I do, man. I've been watching the skies, since I call you Jeremiah because I had a friend that I did a podcast with that his name was Jeremiah. um, yeah, he's a beautiful soul too, man. I miss him. He's a brother from another mother. He lives in Tennessee, and well, his name is Jeremy, but I called him Jeremiah, or maybe it was Jeremiah. But the fact of the matter is that, man, I observed this since I was like 7 years old. Oh yeah, I see your message. Active radio enthusiast. And plane tracker of all. Oh, so you are? No way. Are you serious right now? B71? Are you like actually a pilot? Dude, I've wanted to like interview somebody that has the intel on this stuff. No, are you for real? When they fly 35,000 miles up, you will see that they're going 500 plus. In a radio guy, anyone can easily track these with the ADB signals. Oh, so you're a radio guy. Do you talk about this stuff on the radio? Do you have like a podcast or something, man? I'd really, I mean, again, I don't know how much you can actually talk about of these things on YouTube. But I'm finding more and more like this channel, Nino Rodriguez. He was a former fighter. He has a podcast on YouTube. But I know he doesn't, I mean, he's been talking about a lot of different things. And he hasn't been flagged yet, fortunately. So yeah, but see, the difference is these planes that have like that turn into these big thick clouds, and you see them a lot of time. Like right now, the skies are covered in these white, like smoky clouds, and it's like it's got right now it's a light cover. But what's interesting about it is it always happens, and they're out in full force the day before we're going to either get rain, snow, or super cold. When it's not, it's just blue skies. But then I do see them, you know, and certain holidays too. They're not out there till a certain time. Nope, I'm a radio guy. Oh, there's a lot of open talk. Yeah, there is, but not on mainstream media, obviously. And I know there's a website called geoengineeringSomething.org or something like that, and I followed that guy for a very long time. But you know, this has been happening since like the 60s or 50s or 40s, but it's now in people's faces even more than ever. You live in O'Hare. I'm 32 and have been seeing these clouds since I was 5. Yeah, me too. I'm 47. I've been seeing them since I was 7. So 40 years. No joke. And I've always wondered and questioned what it was. Yeah, well, I call that the mainstream media. The mainstream media. If you ever hear me say that on here, you know what I'm referring to. So you are younger than me, B7. About a little more than 10-year difference in age, but still, I've been seeing it since I've been 7. So, and I'm 40 now. And people that I approach, they just say, "Oh, yo, no, that's just condensation, man. What are you talking about?" I'm like, really? I spent a lot of time in my 47 years outside in nature, observing it all. It's not condensation. It doesn't. It's like this morning, right? Okay, this morning I went walking at 7:15 a.m. Okay, Eastern time, and there was one flying right over me that was like so tiny. The plane was like this small, and it made like no sound. You couldn't hear nothing, right? But you saw the white trail behind it. And then as it kept going, the farther away it got from the white trail behind it, the white trail started to become thicker and thicker and started to spread out into like clouds, forming dense, thick clouds, which is now, there's actually, as I speak, I just looked right to the right of me, and there's one right now in the sky with a white line behind it. and it's like got these like cloud looking type of like circular, and it just starts getting thicker and thicker and thicker until it turns into like a cloud formation. And I'm looking at one right now as I speak. And then it begins to like cover the blue skies with white, like a white cloud. And then but what is very interesting about it is it happens, you see a lot of them flying and crisscrossing around the sun to cover the sun. Because I know they know that the sun is bringing activations and codes to us. And it's activating our DNA. So they know this. And so they target the sun. Well, I don't know about the airline company. I mean, from what I've heard, there's a organization. I'm gonna try to spell it out, guys, because I've heard this from numerous people, and I don't know if you can actually say the word or not. So I'm gonna spell it out, okay? But there is an organization that is linked to the Pentagon called DAP. I hope I'm spelling it right. And you guys could type it in the chat if I'm spelling it correctly. DARPA. There was a video on YouTube one of the pilots made about his fake commercial liner was a huge pump inside. Not sure if the vid's around yet. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yes. Yes. I'm not saying the word, but yes, that's it. B7. So what I've heard from a gentleman, his name is Ishmael Perez. If you haven't heard of him, check him out. He's on YouTube. He puts intel every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday on YouTube Live. And he channels his information from Valiant Thor and some other the Galactic Alliance and different places, and doing a lot of research. Anyway, his channel on YouTube is The Real Ishmael Perez, and he actually said that they defunded that organization. So they're just basically they're burning through the rest of the money that they have, but they're not being given anything else. That's what I don't know. I mean, how much money did they actually have? This is happening all around the world. I mean, you're talking millions of airlines or planes doing this. Just in my area alone, when I look up, there's like hundreds of planes. Could you imagine like how much it cost to pay all these planes to do this all around the whole globe? I mean, if they defunded that whole organization and all these planes that are doing what they're doing, we'd probably have enough money to feed everybody in the planet. I'm sure everybody would be millionaires with all the money that they're funding. I mean, just think how much each pilot is making, and to run the planes and the fuel and all the stuff they're putting in it. And it's interesting that like right now, like I said, it's like this now it's like this white, these white clouds covering everything. So like every day they're spending energy and time to do this, and then it's like then they got to do it all over again because the sun breaks through. The sun is so strong and powerful, and it just breaks through. So it's almost like a visual I got many, many years ago about the Great Awakening, and how they showed me these little guys, these little men that were like filling in the dam to stop the the river from breaking through the dam. And it's like every day these little guys are putting in all this energy to try to stop it. And like then it just keeps breaking through, like the awakening, like me and you all talking about this, putting it out there, Okay, well, I appreciate that, Stuart. Thank you. We all have infinite time on our hands because time is an illusion. So, that's okay. You don't have to believe what I say. Uh, you know, and I appreciate you putting in your feedback, and that's okay because one day you'll know the truth, my friend. And I send you a lot of love, Stuart Hunter. There was a video on YouTube. Yeah, there's so much research now. It's not nonsense anymore, man. Because I'm not the only one seeing it. It's all over the place. You just look up at the skies. I mean, spend 5 minutes outside in nature. Most people are so distracted from video games and their family and their job and all this stuff. Like, or sitting in front of the TV all day, and they don't get outside, and so they're not in nature to experience it. I spend a lot of time in nature versus choosing to sit in front of a programmed box that's trying to program me. I wish you the best. Well, it's not far-fetched, man. So you're going to tell me, Stuart, you don't believe that there's manipulation and corruption going on in the world? You think everybody has? You think that everything is supposed to be where majority are poor and there's only a few that are rich? You think that the food that we're eating is not sprayed with certain chemicals? You think all of that's far-fetched? Well, I don't know where you're living, my friend, but you know, um, I suggest you do a lot more research, my friend. I'm just somebody that questions everything. I'm just someone that will not just be the normal person that follows everybody else and like just does what I'm told. I don't do that. That's not what I came here to do. I came here to disrupt and dismantle everything. I came here to wake people up to the truth, to remember who they are, to remember how powerful you are, So I just won't settle for what they tell me. Like majority of society will just sit and listen to what the news tells them, and then that's enough for them. Yeah, exactly, man. I've been questioning everything since I was 7 years old, man. That's how we make great change. If you do like what Stuart does, you're just bypassing everything and you're just settling with what they tell you, because what they want to do is control and put you in fear. So you're just settling with what they tell you, like what most are doing. And majority of us, like B7 and Jeremy, are here to question everything, or we wouldn't be gravitating towards each other. God is exposing so much corruption. We got to open our eyes, pray, stand, and follow God. Exactly, man. Exactly. If you just sit back and then we're just going to keep perpetuating the same shit over and over again, right? I mean, listen, let me tell you something, man. So I when I watch a movie now, I watch a movie with my third eye opened, okay? And I've done that for many, many years. I really like the meaning behind the movie Avatar. Well, I was on a YouTube video and I stumbled upon them promoting the new Avatar, which is called Fire and or Ice and Ash, or Fire and Ash, or something like that. And I happened to stumble and I put the trailer on. The trailer's like 2 minutes, and it's really about like, coming together and living in a tribe and all this kind of stuff. And I watched the first one and the second one. Well, this is how insane the things are being revealed. And why I bring this up, because it's like for 3 movie tickets, it costs $92. If you don't see how crazy these things in the world are that are trying to keep us enslaved in the system and struggling and in debt and all these kind of things, like, I mean, it's crazy to me. It used to be like $10. Now it's $92 for 3 people to go see a movie. It's crazy. Oh yeah, of course. But to think the airlines are doing something to make this. I don't watch TV. I'm retired, so been around for a few years. We're talking about the airline. No, we're not talking about the airlines. We're talking about the trails. CHEM trails. Okay? Which are filled with chemicals, which have lead and metals in them to manipulate the WEATHER. Yes, private companies like DARPA, which is linked to the Pentagon, from what I understand. And they've been funding them, and it's not the regular military, it's supposedly a different form of military that is behind it. So no, it's not, because I just said I see commercial ones flying, and there's nothing behind it. You don't see anything. But spend some time outside, Stuart. Look up at the sky in the morning at 7 in the morning when you have blue skies, and you will see. And now let me just say this: that plane that I just saw, when I looked to the right of me, there was a big line behind it that was getting bigger and bigger, and turned into clouds. Right, the plane's gone, and now there's no more blue sky there. It's just white clouds. It started to spread, but you could still see the trail, and the trail got thicker and bigger and wider. Planes, Stuart, planes, but they're not commercial. They're not ones that you would fly in to go somewhere, okay? Yeah, where, Stuart? Like, is it Florida? Because if you're in Florida apparently, what's his name? DeSantis banned it. Oh, Rhode Island. Okay. Well, Rhode Island's not banned, from what I understand. I'm pretty sure. I think Tennessee and Florida is banned. Well, start paying attention when you're out there. You will see white trails behind these little tiny planes that are so tiny. Okay, and just stand there. You don't even have to stand there for more than 10, 15 minutes. And you'll start to see this trail behind them, and it'll get thicker and thicker. And you'll see them mostly around the sun. Okay? And you'll see them crisscrossing all over the place. It's so blatantly obvious now. No, man, that's not because they're so high. Okay, and then why do they turn into thick, dense clouds? I mean, nah, bro. Like I said, check out a website called Geoengineering. Go look it up. They have tons and tons of videos. They have proof. They have documentation. This has been going on since like Reagan's days, I think. And don't quote me on it. I don't know exactly the date, but I'm pretty sure it was around Reagan's time. Yeah, they look little. They look little, but the clouds don't look little. No, man, that's not true. Okay, so like I said, if you spend enough time out there, you will start seeing the entire sky covered, going from blue to white to thick, dense clouds. And then the next day it will rain, or it'll be super cold, or it'll snow, or some type of weather. Another thing you can look up is an organization that is a part of the government, which a lot of people are hearing about, which is HARP. That is another one that manipulates the weather. Okay, this has been going on for thousands of years, my friend. Start doing some research, man. It's not conspiracy theories. Yeah, it's not. It is toxic, yes. Well, listen, Stuart, I'm not going to argue with you, my friend. I'm here to just wake people up, and let me listen, man. Trust and believe. If you're retired, you've been around for quite some time, and there's way more dis-ease going on in the world than there was when I was a young kid. There's things that we didn't have, like line when I was a young kid. There's things that we didn't have that we have now. Okay. And all these organizations are connected in some way, shape, or form to keep you sick and keep you in the system. You can deny it all you want. You could turn your cheek the other way. There is mad corruption, and it's been going on for thousands of years within the government, within all these systems, okay? The banking systems, everything. Again, you could turn your head the other way if you choose, or you could choose to wake up and start sharing and spreading these things to wake people up to realize what we've been going through. And we're not free, and we haven't been free. This is how we move into the new earth, the golden age, the age of love, the Aquarian age, man, where we're headed. But you can easily not believe any of it and think that everyone's doing beautiful, amazing things, which there is. But there is a lot of greed out there, man. And a lot of people talk about the 7 deadly sins: lust, greed, all the different things. And that is happening all over the world, man. And they speak about it in the Bible just as well. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, but I will talk about these things. No, man. Yeah, that's not what it is, my brother. That's not what it is, man. Do some research. Trust and believe, man. There is metals and lead and particles that they're inserting into the plant, and basically essentially spraying us. Okay. And the sad thing is, the majority are not going to believe it until they hear it on the mainstream media. That's the sad thing. People aren't going to believe it until they hear it on the mainstream media. And it's like a mainstream thing, which they've talked about. And I know dang sure JFK has talked about it, because Florida is actually talking about it, and Florida is banning them. DeSantis, he's banning it, the trails, the chem trails. No, man, yeah, it's part of, yes, makes it rain, makes it super cold. We're going to be it's warm right now in North Carolina. They've been out there since the morning, covering this entire sky. Okay? And it's going to be it's going to be cold in the coldest day we've probably had thus far tomorrow. I'm not educated on all the scientific parts of it to sit here and tell you all of this, but I've observed, and I'm not stupid, and I know what the hell's going on. It is. It's to keep you in the system sick, man. That's what it is. If you don't know any better, if you don't know how to cleanse and detox and eat healthier, as healthy as you can anyway, then yeah, you're going to be finding yourself in big pharma dealing with things. Okay? So you have to be aware, and not only that, it goes back to the days of fluoride. What do they give you when you go to the dentist? They give you fluoride. What do they put in your water? Fluoride. What does fluoride do? It calcifies your pineal gland, your third eye, which is where your psychic abilities come from, your psychic senses, your visualization. Why do you think they have the TV and the mainstream stuff? So that they can keep you from visualization, because visualization is the link to manifestation and connecting to the other side. Yeah. Yes, Jeremy. Thank you, man, for you guys, saying these things and backing me up, not that I don't really need it, because I can defend myself in these things. I don't need to I don't need like any scientific stuff. It's obvious. It's so blatantly obvious. And I've spent enough time outside. I've gotten enough downloads from my higher self, my guides. I've been led to different messages and signs. And I know things have been going on. I know things are continuing to go on. My dad was in the medical system majority of his life with cancer 3 times. Of course, man. I know, Stuart. And but there's even more than just that. They're doing it even more. They're adding even more. See that exactly, Jeremy. Exactly. And you know what? It's about damn time that people are waking up. Having been awoke at 7 years old, man. Okay? Having been awoke at 7 years old and having to walk around and, you know, people just don't believe you when you tell them things. I mean, my dad, man, he fought for us kids in the 80s to not get these things in school. He brought a lawyer to the school principal and fought the school system so that we didn't have to get these things when we were little, right? And man, he walked down paths you would not even believe, man. The things that he did in the 80s and 90s fasting, it was unheard of. You know what I'm saying? Like not compared to what it is now. And not only did he do that, but I mean, healing himself from 4-stage Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer in 1994, you know, he showed me that no, man, like there's things going on, and when you start speaking out, things happen. So, you know, back then I suppressed a lot of the things I said because I was told to, right? We can live in, oh yeah, yet during 20 we'll say pandemic, we cleaned up so clean, even Cali's air was clean. Yeah, I know. And the more people that actually wake up and actually start realizing it, man, they can be leaders of the new world, you know? And we can start cultivating this new earth, man, from a place of love, you know, because listen, man, all of these things have been created out of fear, because the end result is to people in fear so that they can be controlled. And if you're clueless and they can tell you, yeah, no, that's just condensation. Don't worry about it. It's nothing, man. Oh yeah, you've got to spray in your house chemicals to get rid of bugs that was God's creation. Like that don't even make sense to me. Nothing against any of you that spray pesticides in your house to get rid of bugs, when bugs are just a natural thing that was just, you know, it's conscious just like we are. It's just conscious in a different way. You know what I mean? But like, it's the funniest thing that we have pest control people that go out and they spray people's inside their house where they sleep, these chemicals that you're breathing in, right? I mean, and then we go outside. Do you have to spray like in the forest? Because weeds are fine in the forest, right? But then they teach us we got to spray around our house in the grass that we may put our feet in, Roundup, which is a cancer-causing agent, which they have said numerous times. When my dad used to watch the news, all the damn commercials would be like, oh yeah, Roundup, there's a lawsuit against Roundup and blah. Man, it's like you're spraying these heavy-ass chemicals. It's like, and then people don't realize, like, using thinners and all these different kinds of things that get absorbed in their skin, which go into their bloodstream through their pores of their skin. You know what I'm saying? Or like when you take a shower if you don't have filters on your shower, you know? Well, if you take a really hot shower, your pores are open, and then you're going to absorb the chemicals from the water, which is fluoride, and God knows what else is in there, you know? So, I mean, listen, man, I'm here to wake people up to think about these things, to question things. And it's okay, Stuart. This is what it's all about, man. Opposition. Like, I don't want everybody to come on here and be like, yeah, Daren, you know it all, man. You're right. You're right, dude. You're right about everything, dude. And I'm like, I mean, what kind of conversation is that? I could learn something from Stuart. He could learn something from me. But I don't want to have like an argument. I don't feel that's necessary. I don't feel like that's worth energy when it's like we're all here to learn, grow, evolve, expand, elevate. You know, and if I could teach you something, you could teach me something great. I went away. I can walk away saying, yeah, you know what? I learned something today from Stuart. I learned something from Jeremy. You know, I learned something from I forgot what his name was, but I'm trying to find it now. I could learn something from, I forgot what his name was. It was like numbers or something. Oh, B710X. I could learn something from all of you. And instead of like being closed-minded and being like, yeah, I know it all, man. Listen, I don't personally know somebody that is flying one of those aircrafts. Yeah, what's good, Miss Simmons? How you doing? Yeah, I agree with you. I forgot my train of thought. Yeah, I don't know. It left me. Fact of the matter is I will never ever just sit back and just like I'm gonna do research. I'm gonna look and search and ask. Yeah, no, I got you. Well, we were just talking about the like there's a lot of planes up in the sky, and we were talking about how some people like Stuart, he doesn't believe that it's chemicals, you know, and that you know, it also is directly connected to manipulating the weather. He doesn't believe in any of that, and that's what he was stating a few different times. So that's what we were kind of talking about. And I think he was the one that said, I have a lot of time on my hands. Yeah. So, you know, I've spent a lot of time outdoors and you know, watching the skies, keeping my eyes on the sky, you know. And if you sit there for just even like 10, 15 minutes and you watch one of them, you can see what occurs. You can see it blatant, like in your face, you know, and but yeah, they try to keep you distracted so you don't pay attention to the things happening all around you that they're doing to keep us in fear and controlled and sick, for that matter. I mean, you got to wonder, man. It's like even going back to the days of like when we were in school, you know, why don't they teach you breath work? Why don't they teach you how to eat healthy? Why don't they teach you how to, you know, do yoga and different things? But they teach you shit that you're never going to use. Oh, really? Well, I know yesterday was the 12/12 portal. What's going to be in the sky tonight? What's going to be in the sky tonight, Miss Simmons? I can tell you, I feel the sunshine right now, and it feels amazing. Oh, shower of sky. Oh, so it could be like solar flare. I mean, I know we're getting closer to the 3-eye atlas being as close to Earth as possible, which is like literally, I think, next week. Close to like a meteor shower. Artist, what's good, brother? Welcome to the live stream. So, like, I know, like, I hope you all have a great Saturday. I hope you do too, artist. Yeah, meteor shower. Oh, okay. Wow. I'm gonna. What time is this supposed to be at? I'm in Eastern time, but I know that we're getting very close next week. 3-eye atlas should be as like literally on by the 19th. It should be as close to Earth as possible by the 19th. I also have been hearing the 17th and 18th could potentially be the days of dark. It could be the 12 p.m. peak time, Central Time. 12 p.m. So 12 in the afternoon. Really? That early? $12 p.m. Central. So that would be Central is like an hour. Because right now it's 10:40 Eastern time. So what time is it in Central Time right now? Oh, 9:41. Okay. So you're like, yeah, you're an hour earlier. Okay, so 12 p.m. would be like 11:41. It's like another hour. Oh, a.m. That's what I thought. It would have to be. Yeah, I'm sleeping by then, man. Sometimes I do wake up though at midnight. So maybe I will be up and I'll have to go outside. Because usually 12 a.m. Boy, I'm in bed by like 7 or 8. No, I didn't get no mail. What mail? Observer. Oh, you mean probably like an email? I didn't get your email. Where did you send it to? Actually, I was wondering about that because I thought you were going to send an email to us. I never got your email. Interesting. Well, well, Miss Simmons says it's going to be a meteor shower tonight at 12 a.m. I don't know, man. Man, you are so intelligent for not letting people just tell you the way things are seriously. You wouldn't believe how many people just agree with something because someone said it and spread it. Yeah, hell no, I won't do that. B7. Um, I'll tell you what, man. I'm going to speak my truth no matter what. And I used to be persuaded very easily, but not anymore, man. No, it's spelled wrong, observer. Daren is Daren. and Luna at Gmail. It's 7 a.m. in Germany when it's 12 midnight Eastern time. Jeremy said, "Thank you, and just thank you, B7, man. That means a lot, man. You have no idea how much that means, because God's working through me, man. That's what I'm here to do, man. This is what I'm here to do. And listen, I will speak my truth. I will speak from my own experience. And the fact of the matter is what I know, I know. And what I get as a download, I get as a download. And if I get something that, you know, I'm not going to just be like, oh, yeah, like, yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Maybe what I'm saying is wrong. Nah, yeah, maybe, like, that's doubting yourself. That's not being like, I've gone through a lot in my life to get to the point where I'm at now, where I will not question or doubt what I say. Does it mean that I won't take in what you guys tell me? Does it mean that I can't learn something from you? Does it mean I can't learn something from someone else? Of course. And I'm always open and receptive to learn, man, because I can always learn every single day something new. Heck yeah, it has been, Melissa. Welcome back. Yeah, it's Daren, Daren, and AND, Luna at gmail.com. Oh, you got YouTube Premium? I heard you about people gravitating towards each other, and it's so true. I think me and you have the same mission / goals. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, man, if you have a lot of experience, hit me up on Instagram, TikTok, or Gmail, Daren and Luna at Gmail, man, because I'm always open to have open-ended, like, I'll bring you on the podcast and you could talk about some of these things. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be on video and on, it's not going to be live. I'm not doing lives, most likely. It's going to be recorded and posted. And I always am open to some of you all, man, meeting some of you all, man, and having a discussion, a respectable discussion. God, you are thick. Who's thick? I'm not sure what that means, observer. Okay, I will. Chimmy Coo 5126. What's good, brother? Yeah, I'll check my spam folder. I can't do it right now, but I will. Are you guys getting ads like on the live streams, artist? That's crazy if you are. I mean, I would be very shocked. We're not monetized. I'd be very shocked that YouTube is putting out ads and we're not even getting ad revenue. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of messed up. So yeah, we just gotta listen, man. I think it's a troll. There's no ads here. Okay, I got you. Yeah, that's what I was figuring. I'm like, that's got to be crazy, man. We don't have no and I don't even think I've ever seen ads when when me and Luna live streamed on Wednesday and I opened up another window to make sure that we were live. I don't even remember, but I got to figure this out. Today I'm going to spend some time doing some editing, some video content, because I have a lot of content to put out. I'm working on this 1BQH past life regression session that I'm going to be putting out, and I'm working on editing right now. And I don't even know why I'm saying this. Not by the name that you're referring to. I don't. Oh, yeah, but I don't think it's our live stream that gives you ads though. So we don't we aren't monetized in that way. So I mean, I think I've watched me and Luna's live stream a little bit of it, and I've never seen ads for it. Not right now anyway. And we're actually losing hours every day. I don't even know if we're going to get to 4,000 hours because we keep losing hours. We're like below 2,000 now. When we literally had over 3,000 watch hours, and now we're below 2,000. I don't even know if we're going to hit the 4,000 watch hours anytime soon. It's crazy. But it is what it is, man. This is the way that the systems are currently, and I hope that they change for the better. Yeah, it's got to be somebody else's it's people that are monetized. You will get ads watching their live streams, replays, and even the regular live stream. Because I know Ishmael Perez, I know he's monetized, and he's got like 70,000 followers or more. And I know damn sure when I watch his replays, there's ads. I also know when I watch his live stream, there's ads. But for a channel like ours, you shouldn't be getting ads. We're not monetized. The only thing we do get is people can donate super chats. That's about it. And we still haven't reached $100 where you have to reach $100. And if you don't reach, it seems like they start taking some of it away if you don't get it in a certain amount of time. It's really ridiculous, man. Some of the rules, it's sad that they're even allowed to do the things they do, to be honest with you. But you know what? I know God's got me. I know God's got Luna. And at the end of the day, man, I'm going to keep going and keep waking people up and keep assisting humanity and remembering who they are, why they're here. And, I'm just going to keep going, period. And serving humanity because that's what I came here to do. How that looks, I don't know. In what way it's going to unfold, I don't know. But I know that I'm here to teach through my own experiences. And I'm just going to keep going, man. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep spreading love, shining my light bright. And, hopefully, which I truly, truly believe that it will be in my lifetime, that we will experience the new earth, that we will experience the golden age in my lifetime. Evans, what's good, brother? Welcome back. I know I'll experience it in my lifetime. I just know it. There's things that we just know and that we just deep down we know. You got a coffee? Good for you. Good for you, man. What time is it for you, Evans? I don't recall where you're located. I kind of forgot. Oh, 11. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so you're Eastern time, just like I am. Oh, you're in Canada, but it's the same time though. It's 10:54 a.m. Eastern time. So, North Carolina. It's got to be cold in Ontario right now, man. It's got to be cold as a mother. Yeah, yeah, it is all about the latitude. But you know what's very interesting, man? Have you guys heard of a gentleman named Darius? Negative 15. Damn, it's like 35. I think it's like 35 here Fahrenheit. 41 now, and I could feel the sun. Have you guys heard of a gentleman named Darius? If you have not, I still have to finish watching the entire podcast. But he was on Nino's Corner. If you guys haven't heard of Nino, check out Nino Rodriguez. He has a podcast on YouTube. And I think he's on Rumble and all of the other ones. But there's a guy named Darius that was on his show like 3-4 days ago. I've seen this guy before. This guy has his own platform. He's been doing out-of-body experiences for years now. And he teaches you how to have an OBE yourself. He teaches you basically how to shut your body down and go into paralysis and then leave your body and then come back. And he was on Nino's Corner, which is Nino Rodriguez, which he's a former fighter, but now he has a podcast on YouTube. So he had this guy on, and I've seen this guy on many different podcasts. I would love to bring him on this channel, but time has not caught up to the amount of followers that we will have in the future yet. So, of course, it's not a big enough channel for him to come on. That's why, basically. But he'll be on my podcast down the road. So what I'm getting into is he does out-of-body experiences. And he literally started talking about how the earth is flat. He spoke about this dome that is around the earth, as to why when you see like Elon Musk fly a shuttle up going into space and then it kind of wavers, it kind of looks like waves almost, because he's almost saying like when he left his body and he was able to go onto the other side, he went through all of the things and he said he could see like, it's almost like in the sky, there's water as well. So it's not just in the ocean, like above us is water as well. It's really interesting. I have to listen to it. It's like an hour and 49 minutes. And he talks about 3-Eye Atlas. He talks about a lot of different things, and all of it he saw and experienced and got information through leaving his body by doing a forced OBE, which he's taught a lot of people. You can join his community and then you can learn and do his techniques on how to like leave your body and have an experience. But you really truly have to let go. It requires a lot of letting go to be able to let go of all the fear and to allow yourself to leave. I don't know, man. I don't know enough about that. I've never tuned in enough. Maybe I'll have to channel and go into the Akashic Records. I don't really know. I'm not going to sit here and have that discussion with you guys in a way that I'm going to tell you I know this for certainty. I don't know. I've never sat and tuned in to it to actually sit here and debate it with you all. I'm open to all of your perspectives, of course. Yeah, that's what he talks about, Jeremy. That's exactly what he talks about. When he leaves his body, he's able to observe. Thank you, Cosmic. Appreciate you, man. That means a lot, man. Wow. Thank you. And if you guys want to support the cause, you can donate a super chat of any kind, $1, $10, whatever. It don't matter. You don't have to do anything at all either. I'm just saying. And you can just tap the like button and subscribe. He leaves his body, and then he sees his actual body laying on the table. And he does forced OBEs. He can do it, but he says, okay, so this is the part that I caught. Again, I have to watch the whole thing. It's like an hour, almost 2 hours. I would love to interview this guy, man. I would love to interview some of his students, man. If I could find out some of the people that follow him, maybe on his Instagram, maybe I could comment in the Instagram and be like, that's a good idea. Thank you, God and Spirit. I can go on his Instagram and comment in his posts and ask anybody, maybe say in there, anybody tried what Darius has done? And then if they comment, maybe they have a smaller Instagram following or a YouTube following that I can actually get them to come on the show. Thank you, Cosmic. I appreciate you, man. Don't have much money, but here's what I have. Thank you. That's so beautiful of you. I appreciate you. It don't matter. It supports the cause in any way, shape, or form. And that's so beautiful, man. I know you didn't have to, and I thank you, and I'm grateful, man. That means a lot. So, yeah, I would love to, out-of-body experiences is more like a dream. Your brain, instead of projecting the light from your eyes, it projects thoughts. Yeah. And that's actually what he said. He said when he left his body, he said you could see all your thought forms. So when the soul was out of the body, he was able to see all his thought forms. And then he was able to go anywhere he wanted to. So he said he went to 3i Atlas. He went up into space. He could see the Earth. I don't know all of it. Like I said, I have to listen to the entire thing before I quote anything. But I would love, man. There's a guy that was on a couple podcasts that actually did his practice for 2 years. Yeah, I know it's not real. This all is a dream, kind of in some weird way. You know, it's all an illusion. But this other guy did his practice and was able to leave his body as well. And then I saw him on a couple podcasts as well. He was on Emilio Ortez's, and I reached out to him because he has a very small following on Instagram and everything. I reached out to him and never heard back from him. I said, I would love to interview you. He only had like 100 followers on TikTok. And I'm like, I would love to interview you, bro. I never heard back. So I'm assuming he's just trying to cloud chase, and get on people's shows that have huge followings so he can build his own following, It's sad, but it is what it is. Yeah, and you probably were, Jeremy. I mean, it was probably a past life. He talks about that as well. He talks about multidimensionality. He talks about, just pretty much everything. He talks about, like I said, 3i Atlas. I don't know the rest. As I said, it's like an hour and 40 minutes. But if you guys haven't checked him out, look him up. He's all over the place, man. And he has a big following on YouTube and Instagram. His name is Darius something. He has like brown, curly kind of hair. Artist, but your dream is difficult to recall because your brain knows enough not to store it. Yeah, probably. But I think that's changing as well. A lot of us are beginning to remember everything and remembering our dreams really vividly because of the veil thinning. Oh, you saw that in the yeah, I got you, Jeremy. Yeah. I mean, that's another thing that is happening. We're remembering past lives and in depth and in detail, but it's going to be even more this month specifically. And 2026 is going to be huge for remembrance. People are having flashbacks. People are having, actual dreams that are equating and connecting to past lives. My dream felt like the future. They were building on Mars And the construction work destroyed Mars' gravity and Mars crashed to Earth. It was so realistic. Believe it, artist. Believe it, man, because it's real. You're not going to be seeing it if it ain't real, man. You're being shown it for a reason. I would write all that down, man. I would write all that down. There's a meaning behind it. You probably are seeing something futuristic. But then again, remember, we're multidimensional. So we're in the future, we're in the past, and we're in the present all at the same time. It's weird to conceptualize with the mind. It's hard to conceptualize with the mind. And again, if you're in that 3D, so deep in the 3D, you're just going to believe you're just human and that's it. And you're going to believe, oh, I have to go to this job. I have to do this. I have to do that. End time stuff. I got you. Yeah. I mean, yeah, but here's the thing. It can be both because it could be a different timeline that potentially humanity may not even experience. Well, what I mean by real, Evans, is it really happened, is what I mean. Like you experienced it in some way, shape, or form. That's what I mean by real. You actually experienced it. Chilling like, dreams where I'm chilling. Oh, I just have dreams where I'm chilling like playing basketball or something. Then all of a sudden, people and men in black style clothes. Yeah, you know why, Cosmic? Because they're probably erasing your memory. That stuff does happen, too. The thing that worries me, though, is that I had a dream once that became real. Yeah, but that's okay. I mean, again, as I said, there's so many different timelines. And, we have timelines of our own, and then we have timelines for the collective. Yeah, well, I mean, just as long as you don't focus your attention on it, you can change that. You know what I mean? Everything at the end of the day, Evans is right. It's an illusion. Yes, we can feel the sun. I can feel it right now on my skin. And then, like 2 hours ago, when I was speaking to someone, my mother, it's all just but a dream now. It's crazy and weird and wild, but I think that going forward, it's going to be very, very different, because we're going to get to live for thousands. That's the crazy part about it. That's the part that is very hard to conceptualize with the mind, the fact that we'll be able to live thousands of years if we choose to. We'll be able to leave and come back. We'll be able to heal ourselves. We'll be able to levitate, do all of these different things. But again, how do you really know it's just a dream? You know what I mean? You get to choose if you actually believe that what Evans is saying, and he could say it all day long and be like, yeah, this is what it really is. And you could say, well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. And then you could say, yeah, well, I have to really tune into that. Or, no one really can prove anything, and even if someone claims that they can, until you leave the body, I even think that the aspects of Darius there's ego involved as well. And when he comes back into his body, there's ego, and so I really don't think until you actually fully leave that you'll fully have all the answers. I know that. I know that, Evans. I know. I'm well aware of that. But the thing is that I'm only saying that because, you know, I'm open and receptive to everything. And what you tell me, yeah, I take things from it that resonate and I take things that don't. And there's things that I know and there's things that you know and you're teaching me and I'm teaching you. And it's a beautiful thing, man. And I will never sit here and say that you're wrong or I'm right or I'm wrong or you're right, never. Yeah. And that I will agree with. That I do truly agree with. God knows it all. Um, do I think that we'll have all the answers when we leave the physical body? No, I don't think so because I still think there's levels to this game. I still think there's levels to this game. I think even when you leave the body, there's different levels. And I don't mean levels like hierarchy. I don't mean it in that way. What I mean is there's masters that control the Akashic records where everything is recorded, right? And then you have archangels and you have, all these different placeholders where different souls and beings are that play a role in different aspects of everything. And I think that when you leave, if you haven't gotten to a certain level or dimension, you won't know what's beyond that. Just because, and I think that things are safeguarded from different souls and different things until you're ready or you advance to that level. Kind of like this other guy I was listening to, he was talking about the ninth dimension, and he said the ninth dimension where we'll eventually all get to, because from what I understand, there's 12 dimensions, and there could even be possibly more than that. But I've heard that God resides in the 12th dimension, and the ninth dimension is where you create worlds. So when you advance to the ninth dimension, it's where you will begin to create worlds. Well, if you haven't gotten there, I don't think you're going to know all the answers of how it's all done until you're actually there and actually playing a part in that. Okay, I will, Evans. I will, for sure. I mean, I'm always open. I just screenshotted it, so I will. Artist, you lucid dreamed almost every night. Oh, yeah, lucid dreaming, man, is another form. As far as I'm concerned, I feel like that's very close to almost like out of body, because you can actually, when you're lucid dreaming, and of course it takes practice, but some people can just go right into it. But when you're lucid dreaming, you can actually manipulate the dream. You can take a basketball and the basketball will appear in your hand. You could actually literally throw the basketball. It's really neat stuff, man. 144,000 will go to the true heaven. Then a few of us will be stuck here on earth and the dead. No, nothing. Yeah, see, I don't know about that, Curtis. I don't know if that resonates with me fully. I believe that there's going to be a bifurcation of timelines. I believe that there's going to be 3 timelines at the end that we're all going to choose from. I believe that one of them will be a transhumanistic timeline where people will merge with AI. I also believe that there will be an organic timeline, and the middle one will be mixed with both. I believe that eventually in my lifetime, which I'm 47, that we will have heaven on earth. We will be able to leave and come back. There won't be a dome over the earth any longer. There won't be fear and control and manipulation. It will be very, very different. Oh, wow. That's really cool, man. That's dope, artist. Oh, man. I would love to have you. I would interview you, man. You should reach out to me on the email me and come on to the podcast, man, and talk about it. How do you feel about doing that? Maybe you could give some tips to people. Would you be open to coming on the podcast? Chat's moving for me, Curtis. Yeah, see, Cosmic even said that would be dope, artist, if you came on the podcast, man. Talked about it. I change my dreams all the time. Thought it was normal how I learned to deal with nightmares. That's dope, man. You should check. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, man. There you got people already ready to go, man. They would be on here like watching the replay of the podcast in a heartbeat, man. If you're open and receptive to coming on, send me an email at darenandluna@gmail.com. DARENAND Luna LUNA @gmail.com. Or send us a message on Facebook, TikTok. Yeah, but you could talk about your experiences and everything else, man, and talk about it that it is a real thing. And I'm sure you can give tips regardless. That spirit will definitely guide you with sharing. If you're open to it, man, I don't want to push you. If you're open to it, I would love to have you on the podcast. And you can message us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of it, or email us. No, man, dang it, Curtis. I knew you were going to come on, dude. I had a feeling. I felt the energy that you were going to come on and ask me that, man. No, I have not. I will do it. I will do it, brother. I'll do it today, man. I'm going to mix up like the mixture, because someone was saying to me to mix up, maybe it was you, to mix up coconut oil and tea tree oil together. And then, so it's not as harsh to the skin. I'm going to try it today, though. I keep saying it, but I better screenshot this and do it. I knew you were going to come on and ask me that at some point, man. Oh, that's so funny. That's hilarious. But yeah, like I said, artists, it's all good, man. If you don't feel called to, that's okay too, man. No pressure, no nothing. It's all good either way. It would be dope to have you come on. If you don't, you don't. We're always looking to collaborate with people and bring people on, and hear your experiences, your stories, your interactions. You know what I mean? It's helpful for us all, man. So we're good either way, but yeah, maybe now the chat's not moving. Sometimes it does stop though. And now it just says 0 and it's not moving. So yeah, maybe it got stuck officially. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it is. It is It's working, Curtis. It's working. Well, they definitely BS about the amount of people, because right now it says 0 and you're still here typing in the chat. So clearly it's not the real amount of people in the chat. Probably because there's only one person watching, or is my screen tripping? No, your screen's tripping, man. Because there's Cosmic _ finding 6211. There's Curtis and there's Artisan. You guys all three typed in the chat, and it still says 0. And so I'm beginning to realize, like, more and more every time I talk to Luna, that there's way more people than the counter actually says. I had a dream where I was, Cosmic said. Yeah, see, mine says 0. Mine says 0. Yeah. I had a dream where I was with people. There were like higher beings here to help me, and they were making a somatic geometric patterned gem with silver around it. I feel like it was for my protection. Wow. Mm. Yeah. Listen, Cosmic, if you feel that, do not doubt it. Do not doubt it, man, because it's real. They're really doing those things. You know, we're all being worked on all the time. I had a symbol in my dream. It's round and has black and colorful patterns, and it's spinning pretty fast, but motionless in the same time. Wow, you guys are amazing, man. Damn, I love talking to you all. I love coming on these lives, man. At the end, then Curtis says, at the end of your life, you can go and look exactly how many people entered and exited your live. Oh, yeah, I know. Yes. How many people watched and what the average time was. Yeah. Yeah, I never really have done that, but yeah, I probably will do that. I mean, they send you a screenshot, I know that much. Yeah, yeah, it represents the crook, and the crook is what protects your mind when you're dream walking. Yeah, yeah. 100. Yeah, the screenshot shows, how many and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I get that at the end. I take a screenshot of it all the time and look at it and how many subscribers we got and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, any super chats that were given. Yeah, it all shows you at the end. Man, this was a really good live, y'all. Thank you very much, man. Thank you for coming. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the super chat. Cosmic, I appreciate you, man, from the bottom of my heart. Happy Saturday to every one of you, man. This was an awesome freaking live, man. A scammer tried to scam me last night. Biggest mistake was that they sent the SMS at night where no bank is working. Huh. Wow. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of that shit, man. People are, this person that I meet with, not that regularly, they said that there was money being siphoned out of their bank account. And I'm talking thousands of dollars. I had what I feel like it was a memory where I met Jesus like man in an infinite white place with arcade machines, and I was standing at one end, and he said, "What do you want to do for your next life?" Oh wow, so you were seeing actually the life before the life. Like, wow, that's cool. How long ago was this, Cosmic? And said everything he said. Do you know that's dangerous? Huh. Yeah, how long ago was that? Because that's happening like big time now. He tried to tell me about my online banking account. Yeah, yeah, that's happening to a lot of people, man. So just make sure you keep changing your passwords. Oh, like 5 years ago, okay. Because now it's becoming more prevalent, Cosmic, that we're remembering, like especially this month, especially. I must have been late. Sorry, Bill Short. Bill Short. I don't know what that means, Curtis. Yeah, this month the veil is becoming so much thinner, like paper thin, to the point where we're going to literally remember everything going into 2026, 27. Well, that sounds like you were being shown like because I've done like almost I'm up to like almost 50 past life regressions now. And that sounds like right before you incarnated. We all have. We all have. I mean, we've all lived many lives. I feel that I have lived many lives, and most of them I died. I'm in the mountains trying to collect wood to keep some women. I don't know alive. Other dreams. Other dreams are included, and armor not shining, not nice, broken, cracked. I can feel my bones creak as I try to stand, knowing I have to go on fighting or everyone dies. Interesting. That's cool, man. Am I the only one, or can anyone else also feel nature suffering? Yes, yes. Artisan, yes. But it's also the planet anchoring into the 5D. And a lot of this stuff happening all around the world is the purging of Mother Gaia. Mother Gaia is going through a lot of purging. And as we anchor into the 4th and 5th, because here's the thing, Atlantis, we never had a third dimension until Atlantis fell from the 5th to the 3rd. And then this was created. And only because spirituality, technology surpassed spirituality in Atlantis. So now we're moving back to the 4th and 5th and higher. And the earth is anchoring in the 5th. But we're moving as a collective into the 4th and then 5th, and then some people will go higher. And the 3rd will just collapse and crumble and just be gone. A lot of people, I don't resonate with this, but there's a lot of channelers that say we'll never rid the planet of the 3rd dimension, which I don't agree with that. I just don't agree with that. I'm not going to argue it with you, but it doesn't resonate with me. I truly believe that we are moving beyond the 3rd dimension. We will be able to still be physical in the 4th and 5th and 6th and some of the other ones. But as you go higher, you just become less and less physical and more light. So the fact of the matter is I just don't resonate with that, man. I think more and more people are waking up, and I believe the people that aren't waking up and don't wake up will leave. And they will incarnate again somewhere else or do something different. Or they'll go through another life or many other lives before they fully wake up. And that's okay. There's no judgment there. But as far as like the 3rd dimension, I feel very strongly, and it resonates hard with me, that the 3rd dimension will be gone. There will not be any 3rd dimension anymore. Majority of us that will move on to the 9th dimension eventually, where we create worlds, will have lived through the 3rd dimension, and we'll be like, I'm not creating a planet like that. And all of us that will eventually create worlds will not choose to create a world like this, because we've lived through it and we've experienced it. And you had to experience the suffering, and you suffered yourself, and you watched others suffer. You're not going to want to create a planet like that, because you've been through it, you've experienced it, versus someone just getting a imprint of being here where they didn't actually experience it. Because there is a thing called imprints, if you guys didn't know. And you could pretty much get an imprint of anybody that was ever here. Like I could, before I incarnate, I could choose to go into a library and pick off of a wall anybody I want, any human that ever lived. I can choose to get an imprint from them. So if I wanted an imprint from Martin Luther King or JFK or Jesus, I could have an imprint, but it's not the same thing as actually experiencing it yourself. So there's different gurus that have come here that have received imprints of other human beings that came before us. And when you do that, it's not the same thing. It's not the same as actually experiencing it. But you'll get aspects of what that individual had in their life. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Am I the only one, or can anyone else also? Oh, it feels like the light was short. Sometimes, like, the dreams get so extreme, I wake up still feeling the pain from them. That's like I would venture to say it's more like a flashback. I would say it's more like a flashback than a dream. If you're feeling it that intensely, but it still could be a dream, because I mean, hell, I've had them back many years ago, man. I've had dreams, man, that were so freaking, like, felt so real, like they were literally, and I would jump out of bed and injure myself or do something, like I broke a closet mirror because I, those days I was getting drunk and smoking a lot of weed and doing drugs and things of that nature. So that's when they usually would happen, when I was on things like that. Some people say plants don't feel, but I feel their feeling. They do. Of course they do. Trees, plants, grass, all of it, man. It's still conscious, man. Even this car feels. It's conscious. Fish, everything, man. When people go and which I think is, and no judgment to anybody that fishes in here, okay? But I'm just saying, like, you don't think that fish feels when you throw a fishing rod string into the ocean and then you hook them, and then that hook cuts them in their lip, and then you rip it out, the hook. You don't think, and then the person, like, takes the fish and throws it back in the water. You don't think that fish now is in pain and goes through pain, like experiencing that? Like, how would you feel if somebody, like, threw a fishing, like, a rod and slung it, and the hook caught you in your lip? Like, how would that feel to you? Like, okay, the fish can't speak like we can speak, but it damn sure feels. Same with animals that get slaughtered. I mean, it's the same thing. Again, I have nothing against people that eat meat, nothing against people that don't eat meat. And I think that what I've noticed is it's out of sight, out of mind, because people don't actually, it's like they turn their head, like, the meat tastes good, so I eat it. Right? The meat tastes good, so I eat it, but, like, you're not that emotion that is connected to the meat, to the animal being slaughtered. I feel like we've numbed out from it. I feel like society is, like, numb to it. The time I froze taking care of the woman I did not know, I woke up freezing. My body was numb and I couldn't feel anything. Yeah, you know what that is? It's probably paralysis. About my chest down, which was about the amount I was buried in the snow. Yeah, I wonder if that was like paralysis, which is, a lot of people end up having that, where you're frozen and you can't move. I mean, I've even experienced that. I know Luna has as well, which is what Darius says is a really quick way to leaving your body and having an actual out-of-body experience. What time is it? Damn, I gotta get going, guys. I gotta get going because I gotta take care of some things. It's getting late for me, and I don't want I don't want the day to leave me. I've been on for an hour and 40 minutes. I could talk to you guys about this all day long. Trust and believe I could. I love these topics. But yeah, I've been on for an hour and 40. I wish you guys would have came on in the beginning, but it's all good. It was perfect. The entire thing was perfect. Thank you for the super chat, Cosmic, too, as well. I appreciate you, brother. I'd love to have you on the podcast too, Cosmic. You seem like you've got a lot of knowledge. You know, if you feel called to, like, if you want to drop a recording and go into some of these dreams that you had and these, you know, experiences, man, send me an email at, hey, Drago, what's good, man? Send me an email at darenandluna@gmail.com or Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, and we'll set up something in January for you to come on and record an episode talking about all this stuff. If that resonates with you, man, I would love to have you on, my friend. But yeah, thank you all, man. Please subscribe. Please tap the like button, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Happy Saturday. Get outside in nature. Enjoy some sunshine on your face, man. And plus, I want to do this stuff I have to do out, like, at a desk. You do? What is your story, Drago? As long as it's not you trolling, then yeah, hell yeah. It's not only stories, man. I want to be talking about, you know, like, I would love to meet some people that have gone through NDEs or OBEs or, you know, something really challenging that you overcame, you know, or maybe you lucid dream, or you know how to come out of the body, or maybe you met Jesus in a previous life, whatever. You know, some of these things that people would call conspiracy. Maybe you used to fly a plane that sprayed chems in the sky, and you want to share your what you went through. You know, this is all things I would love to bring forward and bring out. So if any of you, like, you know, want to share your stories, or just we get on and we battle it out, but not actually battling it out. You too, Curtis. You too, brother. I love you all, man. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart, man, for reals. And this was amazing. I'll be back tomorrow for Positivity Sunday, y'all. So make sure you get out there and do a positive thing for yourself and someone else. And share your story tomorrow. One time my parents worked on at work. Oh, okay. That's not really a story I want to share on a podcast, man. All right. But anyways, listen, guys, thank you again. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Happy Saturday. Take care of yourself. Keep smiling, man. Keep shining your light bright. And I'll see you guys in the next live, in the next video, or somewhere around the world. And join us next Wednesday for our mini healings with myself and Luna. All right? Next Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Curtis and Cosmic and Observer and all of you, man. I love you all. See you guys soon.